Good morning, everybody. Patty Ann here. Hang on a sec. Today I'm drinking turmeric tea. It's actually not that bad. I've heard it's supposed to be good for you, so I thought I'd try a cup of it. Anyway, today's project is going to involve making what I hope is going to be a really cute Valentine's card. So I'm going to use this Cricut paper that I have here. I really like the texture of it. And you know what I do sometimes? Sometimes when the Cricut paper is on sale, I buy the really big stuff and I don't use it all that often. So I cut it in half, so it's 12 by 12 sheets, and it actually becomes a lot cheaper than if I were to buy the 12 by 12 sheets. So just a tip, if the large paper's on sale, if you buy that and you have a cutter like I do, or like you might win when I get 10,000 subscribers, you can cut it in half easily and it's beautiful. So I'm going to use this. And then I also bought this cardstock bulk 12 by 12 basic pack. It's a sampler pack of basic papers, and I want to get the white out. Now, oh, I think I'll do cream. I like cream. And I really like how nice this is, the feel of it, the texture. So I'll put that aside. And then, oh, but for this project, y'all, if you do not have the 12 by 12 paper that it requires, I'm going to show you how you can get around that and just use the 8.5 by 11 cardstock that you can buy more easily. So let's go over to Cricut Design Space and check out the project. Okay, here we are. I actually have saved this project, but just so you know how to find it, I'm going to go to Images, and I think I went to Cartridges, and then I went to Cards and hit Enter. And then I started scrolling down here at all of the cards. I believe it was in this simple pop-up cards. And of course, all of these are free if you're an Access member. So I'm going to come over here to the right where it says View All 30 Images. And there are a lot of cute ones in here, but the one I wanted was this Valentine one. And by the way, watch this. If I click on this little eye right here, it tells me the name of the card, the number of the card, and which cartridge it's in. Okay, so I can go back to that. So now I've highlighted it. You can tell that by the green box around it. And I'm going to go down here to Insert. Here it is. Now if we click on it and look over here in the layers panel, we can see all of the things that are going to go on. We're going to have some scoring, and that's where these lines are, and I believe there are some more. We're going to have some drawing, and this is the writing that's going to happen right here. And isn't that cute? Love is a crazy ride, and look, it's a roller coaster. I think that's really cute. And some more scoring, some cutting of the red, scoring and cutting. Okay, so in this example here, I'm going to make it exactly as it is and make an envelope for you from Cricut Design Space. And then I'm going to show you how to resize this again so that it will fit into one of these envelopes that you can buy from Staples. So let's go back to Cricut Design Space. And what I'm going to do now, I have these two colors, as I said, the cream and the pinky red, and I'm just going to say make it. So notice this. This is all on one sheet, and I would need a sheet that's 12 by 12, right? But maybe I don't have a sheet that's 12 by 12. But I do have cream colored cardstock that is 8.5 by 11. All you need to do is to come over here where it says material size, click the drop down menu or the flyout menu and click 8.5 by 11 or letter size. And then it's gonna need two pieces, but at least you can do it. It'll put this part of the card here and the envelope on its own piece. And then it's going to do this on a sheet, and I can change that to 8.5 by 11 as well. Okay, wow, that's a lot of cutting that's going to be going on. I bet that's going to be pretty. This is the first time I'm making it, so y'all are playing right along with me. So let's go click this one again because I want to start here, and I'll go to continue, turn on my machine, and select my machine, explore air. Then I'm going to have to click or check my paper, and just out of curiosity I'm going to look on this newly purchased Cricut that I bought and see what it calls itself. Okay, when I get out this regular pack, if I look down here in the label that they have at the very bottom where it says Cricut Explore, it says turn the Smart Set dial to cardstock. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to browse all materials, categories, cardstock, and for intricate cuts. That looks like it's pretty intricate. Maybe I better click for intricate cuts and see what happens. I'm going to say done. Okay, if I go back to Cricut Design Space, notice what it shows here. First it says to load the scoring stylus in clamp A, and then of course my blade is in B. The first one it's going to do, it's going to score this first, and then it's going to cut, score right there, and then cut. The next one, let's say done that. This one, it's going to score and then cut the envelope. And the last one, look at all this. Let me click on this and edit. It's going to score first, and then it's going to draw this text on there, and then it's going to cut. Okay, I told my machine to do intricate cuts, the cardstock for intricate cuts, and I decided I don't really need that because what that did was it just went around the object 2 times. So follow me back here to Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to change that. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to cancel this cut. And am I sure I want to cancel it? Yes. So here it is again, and I'm going to say make it. And I've already done this page, so I'm onto this page now. And I'm going to go continue. Select my device. And this time I'm just going to choose regular cardstock because I really don't want it to cut all those little intricate designs twice. I come to browse all materials, and I'm going to go to cardstock. And you remember I always leave mine set to custom so I don't forget to change it when I need to. And I'm just going to do medium cardstock and say done. So now it's ready to do the medium cardstock. I'll have a cut there, and I'll meet you back here. Right now it's scoring, and then it's going to pause here, and it's going to tell me that a tool change is required. So I need to take out the scoring tool and put my pen in clamp A. Okay, now I've put in my pen, and you can see that it's drawing. So what it's drawing is this text down here. And then after it's done drawing, it should simply start cutting. So you can see what it printed with the pen that I stuck in the clamp A. And now it's cutting the card. Take it off here carefully. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is the way it turned out. And let me show you when we open it. It looks like this. It's really pretty cute. But I think there's a few things that I will change on my next one that I do. Let's see if you can see. Let's see this pretty well. Oh yeah, that's cute. But here's the thing. It has love. What does it say? Love is a crazy ride. Here's the thing. I'm going to change this text. I want to make it larger, and I'm going to say love with you is a crazy ride. And I'm also going to make this card larger I'm going to see what happens when I make it bigger, because right now it's pretty small. It's going to fit perfectly in the envelope that they provide in Access. Should fit perfectly in here. Yep. And I could give it to somebody, and that's really nice. The envelope's good quality, nice, because it's our good paper. But I'm going to change it up a little bit, like I said. Not only am I going to change it up and change the wording on here, but I'm also going to change it up a little bit so that it's going to fit in my pre-made envelopes from Staples. And you know, we really could have it print something on the outside of this too, but I'll work on that later. For now, all I'm worried about is making it larger and showing you how to do that, and showing you how to adjust the text so that you can make it say something else, and you can make it larger, because that's kind of wimpy, in my opinion. So join me over there at Cricut Design Space, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, over here in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to enlarge this, both the front piece and the back piece at the same time. And the way I'm going to do it so it will fit in one of my envelopes is I'm coming over to the Shapes tool, getting a square, and usually I make the square so that's the half size of my card, but I think I will make this so it's the whole size of my card before it's folded in half. So that would mean I'll come up here and unlock this lock, and the width will be 5.5 as it always is, and hit enter. But the height, rather than it being 4.25, I'm going to double that because this is for the whole card. It's going to be 8.5. And I'll have those dimensions for you also. There we go. So this is the side of the card, size of the card I need to fit in my envelopes. And this is the size that the card is. Bring it to the front. Oops, center front. This is the size it is right now. So in order to make it this big, and now I'm going to change the color of this. Usually we would come over here to the layers panel and change the color, but since Cricut Design Space has been changed, we now come up here to this menu, and you can see this little color swatch, and it's going to be a cut file. Of course, I'm going to get rid of it, but right now it's a cut file, and I'm going to change it to, I don't know, that pale orange color. Okay, now the first thing I need to do is I need to come over here and grab both of these and group them so that they both change at the same time the size. I'll move this box behind, click on this card, make sure this lock is locked because I want it to stretch proportionately right now, and start stretching. Okay, now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but that is wider than the envelope size. So let me move this to the back so you can see. That's how big the envelope is. Now remember, I can't change the size of a pre-made envelope, right? Now that's how big the card is. It can fit in the envelope. So I need to adjust this down until it fits. And now it will fit. Let's bring it to the, let's send this to the back so this comes to the front. Yes, now my card will fit. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to leave it like that. I can get rid of this box now. I don't need it. Now the next thing I told you I wanted to do is I want to change the writing on here. I don't like it. So I'm going to change it to, first I have to ungroup, and then click on this layer over here, the draw label. It allows me to do something with this. Let me move this out of the way for sure. Let's go back to draw, and I'm going to detach it. And now when I click on this, I can actually get rid of it if I want to. And I think I will. I'm going to make it say, "Love with you is a crazy ride." So I'm going to come up over here to the text tool, come up here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but the first thing I guess I should do is come over here to the filter and make it so that all I see are writing fonts, because I just want it to write. Here's one that pops up quite quickly. Let's see what it looks like. Love, oops, I need to click inside the box. Love with, okay, I don't like that already. Nah, I'm not going to use that font. Let me change it to, which one does it always like? Be Mine. Let's see what that will look like. Oops. Love with you. You is a crazy ride. And I think I'll put it on 2 different layers. Or what I did was I wrote love with you and hit enter, and then I put, or love with you is, and then I put a crazy ride. So let's see. I think the first thing I'll do is change the line spacing, because that's way far apart. If I put a negative in here, it's going to move it closer together. And I'm going to try -3 and hit enter and see what happens. Okay, I like that a lot better. And now I'm going to change the letter spacing here and start bringing them closer together. Okay, I don't like how the W and the I is, so I'm going to go back further apart again. Okay, that's good. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to align it center. And of course I'm going to have to make it smaller. Like that. And I think I still want to make the line spacing a little closer together. Maybe, I wonder if I can do 3.5. Yeah, that didn't do much. Oh, how about 4? Maybe 5. Or one more try, 6. -6. Yep, like that. Okay, so let's bring it over here and see if it's going to be a good size. Yes, I like that a lot better than what they had. It's bigger, it's bolder. I should have saved what they had. But I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to make this one now, and I'll meet you back here after all the pieces are cut and all the scoring has been done, and I'll show you how you glue it together so that you can have this 3D effect. I forgot to show you one thing that was important. If you just do it like this and then you go to make it, your text is going to be over here on a white piece of cardstock with all of these score lines. That's not at all what you want, so you need to cancel. And you need to attach this. So attach. And now let's make it and see what happens. So there the score line is attached to the under piece. And now everything is attached to this piece. It's going to score, write, or draw and cut. Okay. Okay, everybody, this is the second time I'm doing this because the first time my sound didn't record. But this gives me an opportunity to do a little something different. This time, what I did was, rather than scoring in each of these places, I had it write a line so that you could see more clearly where I'm needing to score, or I should say to fold. So the first place that I usually like to fold is right here in the center. This is the center of the card. So in other words, if I fold this all the way down, these two parts are going to match, and that is the exact center. Got a couple little hanging chads. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I guess I'll just start here at the top. I'm going to fold this one towards me, right here, this little fold line towards me. The mountain is going to go towards me. And then I'm going to make this one into a valley back there. So there's a mountain coming towards me, and now if you look at it from your perspective, a mountain coming towards you, and then there's a valley fold. Okay, so then this one over here, I'm working my way across. I'm going to fold this one away from me, which makes a mountain fold for me. Okay, so now these down here, right here along the bottom of the first part of the roller coaster, I'm going to make those fold towards me. So I'm going to make this one fold towards me and this one fold towards me. This gets a little fiddly. And this part fold towards me. And hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so now the next part I'm going to work on, I think, will be this great big part down here, this fold line here. Can you see that fold line? And ordinarily it would be a score, but I made it a line so that you could see what I'm doing a little bit more clearly. Okay. And now if you can see what's happening here, maybe you can tell that this part here would need to fold away from me, and this part here would fold up like it was coming towards me. So you're getting an idea, hopefully, of what this is looking like. So now the next thing that I would do is I would get my piece of cardstock into which I'm going to put this, and I would probably take and glue the first part down, which is this part all down here. Now notice since I redid it, I just have it saying "Love is a Crazy Ride" again instead of the text that I changed it to. Okay, so I'm going to put glue all along here, this base, and this side. And I'm just using a glue that I get from Hobby Lobby. I don't put it on very thickly. When I get to little places, I just kind of put dots. Okay, and up here, and all along here. Okay, that should hold it pretty well. And as I said, I'm using this glitter glue, glitter and sequin glue that I get from Hobby Lobby. All right, so there's that so far. And now, if I simply glue this back part in place, like this, you'll be able to tell what I'm going to do. So here's the back of the inside of the card. I'm going to glue along this edge, along this solid part of the black back, put some dots in here, and glue here. So I'm going to put some glue here. Okay, not too thick like I just did right there. I'm going to smear that around a little bit. And some dots over here to hold this down. And dots here, and then the side over here. And the side over here. And then I'm just going to glue that down in place back here on the back, like that. Okay, very good. So now you can really start to get an idea of what it's going to look like. And so the final thing that I have to do is fold this piece away from me and then attach it back here. And that's pretty much done then. So let me put a piece of, or a little dip of glue here. Oh my goodness, way too much. Let's see. And then I gotta have it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. I want this to be kind of at a right angle. So just like that. Okay, and that pretty much completes it. All I have to do now is fold it up and give it a good crunch. And open it back up. And let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that's really cute. I think it's really cute. And so this one has been resized, as has this one. So either one would fit into the cards that we can buy from Staples, or we could make our own, or into the envelopes we buy from Staples, or we could buy our, or make our own envelopes. Anyway, so there's two different sentiments on them. They're pretty much the same, and they were really easy to make. So I hope you give this a try. Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really like it if you subscribe and share this and ask questions. Leave comments, ask questions. I'll try to figure out anything I can for you. So thanks, you guys. Bye.